Hey everybody, this is that German guy Josh Ronquist, and I'm here with Reed from Corrosion of Conformity. Trying this once again, hopefully getting it right.
Oh, you got it right, baby.
Down here in the bottom area of the Skyway Theater in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yep.
After doing a killer set here.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh, no problem.
This is the first time we played here. The first time I played here. I don't know if those dudes played here or not before, but yeah, it's a cool joint.
Yeah.
It's like a labyrinth. We're waiting for the Minotaur to come out and chomp us on the ass.
You know, I've actually heard that a lot, especially from being like down here.
Oh yeah,
I hear
totally.
of like a lot of like paranormal and ghost experiences down here in the basement area and then the Skyway.
Huh?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. That's pretty cool stuff. And
can we still get over to where R2 is?
oh, sorry. When you were playing tonight, I was talking about this before. It's just like you were one of my inspirations when it comes to like drumming the way you do because of like your dynamics and everything.
Oh, right on. Yeah,
you know, just like from the slow killer groove stuff that you do, the fast punk and crossover thrash and stuff. It's just like it's so cool to see that.
Oh, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah. Well, you know, one of my biggest influences was Bill Ward. I think he was really good at doing that those kind of dynamics of bringing things down really low and bashing at the same time. He was one of my biggest heroes for sure when I first started playing drums. You know, of course, when I first started, you know, I had you know, as far as punk goes, watching somebody like Chuck Biscuits just fucking wail was just incredible. I signed with Circle Jerks and Black Flag, and later with Danzig and Social D and stuff like that. I mean, he was like one of those guys you're like, holy fuck. Like if there was a human incarnate of that Muppet animal, that would be him. You know what I mean? He just fucking went for it.
Oh, it's so very true.
But I think also a drummer who I don't think gets as much props as they should is one of my biggest influences as well. Is a metal guy, the first drummer for Iron Maiden, who's Clive Burr, and I actually bought my drum kit because of him, because of those first 3 albums that he played. And I like Nico, all right, and I got a cool story to tell you about Nico as well. But I really like those drums, the drum sound, and what he did on Iron Maiden Killers and Number the Beast. It's to the point where I bought in 1983 Tama Kit, a Superstar, and I went crazy though. I bought an 8, a 10, 11, a 12, a 13, a 14, a 15, a 16, an 18, and 2 kick drums, and that deep ass thing. The only thing I didn't get was the gong drum and the octobans. But you know, back then when you're playing punk rock stuff, people had 4 pieces or 5 pieces. They didn't have 11 pieces. So, well, in a lot of places we played, it would have been ridiculous to show up with that anyway, because that would have taken the whole fucking stage.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But I did it anyway, and it led to me doing a lot of experimentation, and I think it allowed me to, you know, in my trying to emulate people like Bill Ward and stuff like that, it helped me out a little bit, you know what I mean? Because I had more things to hit.
Oh, it's so very true.
But,
so do you mess with the configuration of your kit since you still have all of those drums? I mean, do you like swap out drums for others, or do you keep it the way that you do now?
Well, it depends on if we're doing a headlining thing or if we're doing an opening thing. Like right now we're doing opening, so I like to keep it a little simple. So it's a 5-piece. It's a kind of John Bonham kit, you know, with 2 floors or whatever. But like like not too long ago, I did a show where me and the singer for the CFC Blind album, we did a benefit for the editor for a magazine called Metal Maniacs.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we did a benefit for her, and I played with more toms on that one, just because that particular album, the Blind album, was much more drum oriented and had a little more math to it than some of the later CFC stuff. So, you know, it kind of depends on where we are in the set and all, you know, because, you know, if you're a headline, you get a little more time to sound check and set things up.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah, when you're kind of stuck second, you know, it's like you have to rush yourself on and then rush yourself off.
Right, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so
which isn't bad when you're playing with a band like GWAR, because there's shitloads of people there, and you know, they're obviously enthusiastic already. So.
Oh, very true. And speaking of that, I can hear GWAR going on up there. How has the tour been so far with GWAR?
Oh, it's been fantastic. You know, we've known those guys for a long time. Raleigh and Richmond are kind of like sister cities. They're very close. They're like 3 hours apart, 2.5, something like that. So we became close friends with the folks in the punk scene back in the early 80s almost immediately, and we would trade out shows. Like Raleigh had a pretty good scene, all things considered, it being a relatively small city, but people like, you know, Honor Roll and Grave Image and Unseen Force and stuff like that. We would switch out shows, Raleigh, no labels and stuff like that. And so we all became pretty good friends. Like Rocky was in a band called Death Piggy.
That's right.
And they didn't really play out that much, but when he did GWAR, which GWAR I guess was I think Rocky went to VCU, and I think that was an art project. It was originally started out as it was for school, and so that just kind of caught on, and we, you know, automatically everybody was like, holy fuck, that's fucking super cool, super entertaining, you know. But after that, it was game over. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, very much so. Oh, that's the great thing about a GWAR show is even if you're not a fan of the music, which I have a hard time believing you couldn't be a fan of the music, they put on such a live show that it doesn't matter.
I know, exactly. Yeah. Super entertaining. Yeah. I totally agree with you. Anyway, we've known those guys for a long time. They've been you know, doing it, and they were nice enough to ask us to go out and do this version of COC. And we've only done like 5 shows, but it's been amazing. We got another 3 weeks to go.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. It's been awesome.
Yeah, and of course you guys are touring behind your new album, which has come out this year, which I think is a fantastic album. One of the reasons I love it so much, again, is just the dynamics of the album. It's just like, it goes from like the slow groove to the fast punk again. It's just, I love those kind of dynamics.
Oh, right on. Thanks, man.
Oh, no problem. What went into the process this time around for the album?
Man, this one I don't think could have been more live. I mean, like, Brand New Sleep, I think the version that we recorded was maybe the second time we ever played it. I mean, a lot of that stuff was just like fully on the spot, like us just jamming and like going for it. A couple of songs we had worked on a little bit longer, like Denmark Vesey was when the three of us first got back together. Denmark Vesey, the music was something Woody came up with, and I think that was the first thing he wrote when we first started jamming again. And I remembered it, and I for this one I put some lyrics to it. And the other song that I sing, Tarquinia Superbus, was actually something that Pepper and I had messed around with musically like in '89.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I remember that one too. I was like, fuck, man, we gotta use that, because it has like, you know, kind of like the '83 thrash metal, like first part, and then the mid-tempo second part, and then
Yeah, I was gonna say
Wheels of Confusion outro kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say with that one, it's like I could hear like kind of an old school influence on that one.
Oh,
it's cool that it actually goes all the way back.
Yeah. I think it was '89. That was one of the first songs Pepper like showed us. We just never did it.
Very cool.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, I was reading some history book, and I was like, Tarquinia Superbus, that can't be a real name. You know, it ended up being like a real Roman king or something. Like, God, man, I gotta use that. It sounds like Slayer lyrics. Tarquinia Superbus.
That is a great song title. It's just like a great name in general.
It's hilarious. I love it.
You pointed out another reason I love the way that you play is that you also sing as well over top of what you're doing.
Well,
how much of a challenge is that for you?
That's a pain in the ass. I don't like singing and playing at all. But so I'd rather do one or the other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Any drummer who tries to sing, you know, it's like it's so hard to focus on both of them at the same time.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But you know, I've done it for a long time. Like in the old days, when we'd be playing punk rock shows, and Mike would be singing. People would be stage diving the whole time, and the microphone would be hitting Mike Dean in the mouth. And so he'd be chasing after somebody that, you know, just knocked the fucking microphone in his teeth. And so lots of times I'd have to like finish whatever song it was he was trying to perform while he was chasing after some guy that just knocked him in the grill or whatever. So it was out of necessity. I kind of like started hollering, and so the three of us sing a lot. Actually, Woody's the best singer of all of us. He's a great singer.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Woody taught me how to play drums too. He won't admit it, but it's true. It was a Kink song. What was it? No. But the Paranoia Big Destroyer. Yeah, that one.
Very nice. Oh, it's so cool.
And one of our singers, Eric, taught me how to do the Bad Brains.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a classic beat right there. For,
it is,
like,
yeah,
crossover thrash and all of that. It just gets you pumped every time. And like, it was either a year ago or 2 years ago when I saw you guys at the Triple Rock in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like every time I heard that, I could see like all the old school punk and crossover thrash fans like actually doing the real circle pits and everything too.
Yeah.
To that, and it's just like it just brought me back to the early '80s and everything with that. It's just so cool to see that keep going.
Yeah. There was a little bit tonight in Canada. Good Lord. Yeah, those kids were going nuts. Tonight it was pretty good. I think it's kind of earlier tonight, but
yeah, it was actually a lot earlier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, for me too. It was still a good show. But I was going to tell you a story about Nico.
Oh yeah, with Nico.
Yeah. So when we were doing the Blind album tour, we got offered a lot of really cool tours because we were friends with a lot of people. It was kind of this weird, like, we were a punk band, then we were sort of becoming more of a rock metal band with the Blind thing, and we did a lot of really cool tours. Like it was COC, Soundgarden, Danzig.
Oh yes.
We toured with Rollins Band, Prong. But one of the tours we did was COC, Testament, and Iron Maiden. Fear of the Dog tour.
That's right.
Yeah, he was fucking great. They treated us really well, and I remember, man, it was a long tour. It was like two and a half, 3 months, something like. It was really long, but it was fantastic. We played a lot of sheds, and last show was in Nashville, and at the time we did a MC5 song called Future Now, and one of the guys from the MC5 lived in Nashville, Wayne Kramer, and he came up and jammed with us.
Oh, nice.
The last show, yeah, we were all stoked, and I was like, yay! After the set, we were like, fuck, that was great. Yeah, you know, Wayne Kramer jammed with us. That was a fun tour, and so we're sitting backstage or whatever, and Testament are playing, and in comes Nico, and he's walking like this, big old cymbal case with him, and he comes up to me, and he goes, "Mate, you're a great drummer, but you need some new cymbals." And damn if he didn't give me a fucking cymbal case full of 13 brand new Peisty cymbals.
Wow.
Isn't that fucking cool?
That is fucking cool.
Isn't that cool?
What a better drummer to get cymbals from than Nico?
I know. I should have fucking auctioned them off. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, yeah. That was my Nico Nick Brain story. Yeah. You know, he saw all my shit was all fucked. Well, like my shit's fucked up right now. But yeah, he saw that. He fell for me. And he gave me some brand new shit. That was really fucking badass.
Yeah, that's a great experience to have.
Yeah.
So again, you know, with like the longevity of Corrosion of Conformity, do you have a preference, or do you like a little bit of everything when it comes to playing the songs, whether it's like the faster songs or the more groovy songs, or?
Well, we mix it up, so I think we're good at doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we keep them satisfied.
Yeah, with like a fan like me, it's just like I love all the sides to you guys. It's like I like hearing that good variation and everything.
Oh, right on. That's good.
Yeah,
a lot of our fans get confused.
Yeah, I know a lot of fans who just like know like one era, but don't know the entire era. But it's like when I love a band, I like study up on the the whole band and like every album that they put out and everything, and it's just like it's cool to see what you guys are doing with that.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you.
So going back to the new album, was there anything that got left out on the new album that would appear in the future, or did everything that you guys want to put out put on
much? Yeah. I think we got everything happening. I think next year we're gonna probably do some stuff with Pepper.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's gonna take a little time out from Down, and hopefully we'll document some new material with him hollering.
Cool.
That'll be cool.
Is that a one-off thing, or is he going to be joining full-time again, or how's that going to work out?
We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. At least we're going to do something though. That'll be fun.
Very cool.
And I think definitely in March we're going to do some dates in Europe, UK and Europe, and hopefully bring it back here and do some shit over here too.
Oh, very nice. I would love to see that.
Yeah. Hey, did you ever?
Unfortunately, not.
No?
Yeah, like when you guys played at the Trip Rock, that was the first time I got to see you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like I was waiting for Minnesota shows, but I never really got to see many around here. I mean, it wasn't until like the last few years where we started getting a lot of metal shows and thrash and everything. So it's like anytime I find out that you guys are coming around, I have to show up. So
right on.
Yeah.
You gotta tell me next time. I'll put you on the list.
That'd be awesome, man.
So you don't have to pay, you dumb motherfucker.
No problem. So, is there anything that you guys are listening to on the road this tour?
What are you listening to, Woody? ZZ Top?
It's about all I listen to.
Yeah. ZZ Top.
You can't go wrong with ZZ Top.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, unfortunately they had to cancel their tour this year, but they're making it up in the spring. I'd love to go see them again.
Oh, why'd they have to cancel?
I don't remember the reason. It was Jeff Beck and ZZ Top were going to be doing a tour together. Yeah. But for some reason it got canceled, but they're doing remake dates in spring.
I've never seen ZZ Top. I met Billy Gibbons once. He's really short.
Yeah, that's what I saw when I saw them too.
Yeah.
And Frank Beard actually puts in a lot more double bass when they play live. Yeah. It's like they make the songs heavier and he adds double bass in the parts you wouldn't expect it to, but it sounds so cool like that.
I hated the way they remixed those albums, those old things.
That is true. I agree with that.
Yeah. They made them all sound like Eliminator or whatever. Mm-hmm. What was Regurgitator or whatever. What's the name of those albums? You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Now I'm blanking out on it.
Because all that old stuff, he's got so much feel to it.
Yeah. And he still pulls that off live too. I mean, it's just
does he?
Cool to see.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. No question there. So along with 2015, I know you guys are working on dates and work with Pepper again, which I think is pretty cool. Is there any bands that you'd like to tour with in the future that you haven't toured with yet, or like to tour with again?
I don't know. Who could you imagine us teaming up with that would be good? Who would you like to see us with?
Oh, there's a lot of good choices.
Well, there you go. Come on, give them to me.
Like on the first tour, I wanted to see you guys with Torch, and you guys.
Torch, yeah, one of my
you
favorite
played with Torch, and
yeah, shit.
He is so good.
He's fucking bad.
Yeah,
hardest ever. He's great.
Oh, absolutely. And like you were talking about that Fear of the Dark tour, I'd love to see that tour again. Yeah, I've yet to see Maiden. I've seen Testament, and I've seen you guys twice. So I'd love to see like all three bands in one setting.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
And Maiden still rock hard too, man. It's crazy. I'm glad they're getting the resurgence. Well, they've had it for a while.
Oh yeah.
Kind of lulled for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that movie helped them out a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think so. I've noticed that with a lot of bands, once they put out like a documentary like that, it does kind of help them like get back into it.
Yeah. Especially if it's a good one like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, cool, man. Well, I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, man. I'm glad that you could take the time doing this video. Drinking an amazing flat tire. If you have a choice in alcohol, you go with flat tire. Checks in the mail. But thanks again for doing this, and I hope you have a great rest of the tour, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you.
Once again, that has been Reed from Corrosion of Conformity, and this is that drummer guy, Josh Runquist. Thank you.
Thanks, Josh.